Karina might actually... It's so hard. No, I have so much draw power, dude. I have so much draw power. I'm on like 3 rummages. There's no way I can run 3 Karinas. Like, as good as she is, you only ever need 1. It damages Nexus 2. Interesting. Don't lower the chances. I mean, I need to stay alive. I need to like not die before I get Karina out there. Like, if I have 3 Karinas, sometimes I'll just like mulligan 2 cards into 2 Karinas and then just lose. I don't think I can do something like that. Technically, more Karinas means less Karina damage on average. I mean, yes, that's part of why you don't want 3 Karinas. It's a really, really small part, but yeah, that is technically true. And this deck is going to be the aggressor in a decent amount of matchups too, depending on my opening hand. So I can never have 3 Karinas. Plaza Guardian might still be a 2 of... I don't know. If this card is bad, then this deck is bad. Like, Heimerdinger plus Karina is not quite enough payoff for forcing my entire deck to all be spells. I need Plaza Guardian to also be good. I just don't know if it is. Rummage is nuts. The rummage version pays off in a major way. And I might go into 3 Scrap Dash Assembly too. Honestly, I don't hate this card. If it's curved decently, it's just a proactive, cheap card. Keeps me alive a decent amount. What do we need Spirit's Refuge for? I don't know. Spirit's Refuge does feel pretty lackluster. I mean, for 4 mana, I can just do better, right? Twin Disciplines kind of fulfills that job pretty well, and it can be pretty aggro. So maybe just 3rd Scrap Dash Assembly, and suddenly our deck is a lot more 3-0s. 3rd Sump Snipe Scavenger works too. That's a little committed aggro. I mean, I want cheaper spells. It's kind of important with Heimerdinger, Plaza Guardian, and Karina that like I'm kind of spamming cheaper spells. Yeah, Slapdash doesn't have to be a 3-of. It's definitely the kind of card that could be a 1-of or a 2-of depending on my options, but I just don't really see better options right now. And this is okay. I mean, my weakest point right now, the thing I'm most concerned about is my super early game. Beta ends tomorrow, right? When tomorrow? I have no idea. Someone said 2 days? Is it 2 days? It might be like 30 hours, it might be 40. It's something like that. I honestly, if you know, I would be glad. Plaza Guardian. I mean, Scrap Dash, Mystic Shred, and Heimerdinger all stay in my opening hand, right? This is a solid hand. And back when I had like the Karma version before, the deck is very different. It's like 20 cards different from like 4 games ago. And back then, I was talking about mulliganing Heimerdinger, but you can't do that in this version. There's not a chance. Not a chance. Karma does feel like S. I like this version. This is cool. Feels like a lot better of a deck.
2, 3, 4.
Yeah, that's not lasting.
Yeah, you never know what hit him. There's enough for everyone.
God. He gets attack token on turn 1 with a Teemo. That's so annoying. Like, if he doesn't have attack token, this doesn't even do anything at all. And it's just 5 caps, so like, who cares? But so I can just play Assembly now, right? Because on 3, when he next attacks, we can just Mystic Shot it then. Teemo is actually such a meme. There's a lot of people that play it. Oh, these are cute. Like little robot crabs. I didn't even notice. The full card art is cool. Like the fact that every card has like this full wallpaper-sized art. And it's like, for people that are into that kind of thing, it's really cool. And like, if you're into that, you're like, the fact that you can just look at, oops, you can just broaden this out and look at all this extra lore, or I don't even know. I mean, that ain't me, but you know, if that's you, then it's cool. So a Strike Shock is good here. It puts Peddler into Mystic Shot range next turn. That just seems pretty easy. I don't know. I mean, I guess I should do this after he attacks, right? Isn't it always better to do it after he attacks? It's just like kind of the magic mentality of if it's all the same, do it later rather than earlier. Like maybe he spends 2 mana. Maybe he plays his own Scrap Scuddler. I don't know. And that just gives me a better target for Static Shock because he has 2 spell. Whatever. That's actually a fuck ton of high-res art. Yeah, it is. It's pretty crazy. I don't know, Vaish, what do you think about this game? This game's actually really dope, I think. It's been surprising me at every turn. Like, I thought it was, like, good... At first, I was like, you know, another Riot game, another card game, whatever. And then I played it, and I was like, yeah, this has pretty good mechanics. And apparently, it has a pretty good economy system. And, you know, it's got, like, good art. The UI needs a bit of a tweak, though. Not even as much of one as people say, but a bit of one, I think. Marginal advantage make the difference in card games too. Yeah. Yesterday I was like, why would I give a fuck about a Hearthstone, like, even if it's League? Today I'm like, yeah, maybe it's alright. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So I've got that token. I can jam him up with these Robos, huh? So I want to kill this before he has the ability to cast spells and puff cap me. This guy's just memeing with like a hyper puff cap deck. Wait, how can I chain a slow... I mean, that's weird. So it lets me, it's not the order I submit them in. It's just asking me if I want to submit anything else on the same action. And in that action, it'll cast Scrap Dash Assembly first, and then that action will chain the Flare off, which will end up Mystic Shot, which will happen before, because it's the fast one that responded to the slow. It's a little counterintuitive at first, but I think that's the most logical way for them to do it from an interface perspective. Well, I can jam him up a bit with these. This guy's just super trolling. He's just he Control F to puff cap, and he just put everything in. I don't know. I mean, I'm dealing 3 to face. 3 to face is kind of okay. Whatever.
Excuse you.
It's just good quality of life. It is, exactly. I thought that the UI was like the first one you cast is the one that gets reacted on, but it's just a submission for what you want to do within a single action. Which just makes more sense. How do you feel about the attack defense system? It has a lot of implications down the road. I like it. I legitimately like this game. I didn't go into it expecting to either. Like, it strikes a good balance between Magic and Hearthstone. Because Magic and Hearthstone systems both have their own flaws. And I'm sure as we play more of this, we'll see what this system's flaws are too. But it does feel like it kind of minimizes them. Mono easy peasy puff cap is a fun meme.
Oh, if mushrooms could...
Is it?
Or whoops, am I right?
It seems a little too bad. Okay. So, create a fleeting Mystic Shot in hand. I'm gonna just, as always, like if we have the option to jam in Heimerdinger, we just take it, right? I guess because he has token and mana, what we could do is we could pass. We know he's always attacking here, so we know he won't pass back. And then we can let him spend his mana before we play our Heimerdinger, which could lower his counterplay options to our Heimerdinger. I don't think his deck has any counterplay in it. I think he's just puff capping the shit out of my deck. I mean, it's technically possible. I'm about to draw a card that will deal 17 damage to me. Because puff caps do stack on cards. So it's like, it's not as if he can't just win in a single turn. Because I could draw a card that literally has like 15 puff caps on it. Like one for every one he put down. I don't think that's going to happen though. You are kind of the aggressor against like a Teemo puff cap deck though. Now we have the option to block this clump for 2 damage on my Heimerdinger. I don't know, protecting my health against this guy's deck is actually kind of important. I don't know, my Heimerdinger's health is also kind of really important. Whatever, I'm sure I won't get punished by like beating this. If anything, I should have chumped the 4. Chumped the chump. So we have the token, and we have Ezreal and Heimerdinger.
Energy signatures of your archaneological
So we kind of just have to develop Ezreal here. Okay, that's a male. Any of you guys that say Ezreal is a chick, I mean, we shouldn't assume genders in 2019, but I messed up.
Oh, that's a
You have the counters with elusive blockers and Karina discarding your puff capped cards.
My reputation.
I mean, Karina doesn't change the average amount of puff cap damage I take. Like, Karina has no counter here. What is this? Impersonate skill. Pick a follower. Oh, dude. I like how all the skills have like their like even things that aren't cards. Wait, like they couldn't spare the resources to make a full wallpaper of this. Just because it's not even an actual card, and just because not a single human being would ever even look at this. Shame on you, Riot. Okay, yeah, we'll just let that happen, of course. Okay, that is actually a pretty funny sound effect. I'm not gonna lie. So I can't even use Scrap Dash Assembly. If we use Disciplines, we can play the 3-mana thing that we get from Heimerdinger. Which is the elusive one, right before we jam this guy up. Yeah, these Scrap Scuttlers aren't really doing much. I mean, if I'm not using them to chump the chump, then what's even the point? 10-cent money made from human suffering can't even afford full screen card art. Lol. Yeah, 10-cent owns Riot, huh?
Progress waits for no one.
I don't know much about like the politics behind all this stuff. I never really keep up with like politics or gaming politics or anything like that.
They grow up so fast. I don't miss.
I mean, we can't really attack with these others. It's just 7 damage here. That's fine.
Gotcha.
So the Mystic Shot's fleeting and cost 2. So this is the problem with fucking Ezreal. It's like he fits in like the need to cast a lot of spells concept pretty well, but he is also a shitty hero. Like I don't really want to have to run Ezreal. I just might have to. So it's his turn to attack. Oh my god. Wait, how did I get to 9 health? What happened? Oh my god, there's 5 more. Dude, it's a disaster. Oh no. Wait. Okay. How do we win? If I rummage, we will lose. I'll draw 2. I can't rummage. I can never use this. You didn't chump block? Yeah, we needed to chump the chump. Not jumping the chump means we just take like 4 damage for no reason. His deck does kind of counter yours a bit. I mean, it's a very small amount, yeah. It does a bit. It's not like the reason we're losing. I don't really have an excuse to be losing this. So Karina uh-oh. Okay, 1 puff cap. That's not that bad. No big deal. No big deal. So Karina, I can't play her. I can't play a unit right now. Because I'm full up on units. And Karina is just a discard 5. I mean, Karina's a 7. So I think, like, I just Mystic Shot my own unit. I wonder if he knows what this is gonna mean.
And stuff, but could you maybe speed things up a
Calm,
little?
fucking calm down, dude. I have to Mystic Shot my own thing, because I have to do this. I can't do this before. I can't do this after combat.
Sure.
I need to play Karina here. I have enough reserved mana that we're good there. Okay. But he gets 1 action because of it. And that's scary. Anything could happen in this 1 action. It's a bit of value here.
There they go.
Just love Ezreal. Uh-oh. Okay. This is actually a funny deck. I'm not gonna lie. Like, when you actually have 3 peddlers, like, when you go all in on this deck, this is actually very funny. This is... I was wrong. This is a funny meme deck. Okay, let's just fucking jam him up here. I mean, we should have lethal here. If we rolled something low, like a 2.
Behold,
Okay, we
my
can totally roll 2.
masterwork.
2 is like almost a 50-50. We're good. Oh, what a neat card. Oh, that blows
Do
guy.
not test my patience.
Nailed it.
Dude, I do kind of want to make that deck now. Like, it's a terrible deck, but it is actually really funny. That is really funny. Rummage for fun. I mean, how can you force your opponent to draw cards? Because that's what that deck needs. No, please. It's really bad. Don't waste your wild cards and shards in it. Dude. Nah, we're fine, dude. I can just buy more Cheddar Quinn. I have that streamer money. My PayPal can take it. It's not that bad, chat. FFS. Honestly, I don't think it was like the worst thing ever. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's like, it's not good, but it seemed okay. Like, I mean, my deck almost lost to it.